What is up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, and we're back for another World of Tanks Tech Tree Tank Showcase and review. Today we're taking a look at the Tier 6 German tank destroyer Jagdpanzer for going towards the Jagdpanzer E100. This line it tends to have the big damage, kind of brawly TDs, although this one is not nearly as brawly as some other ones. Alright, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the design. So very similar to the Stug that follows, or that precedes it, and then somewhat similar design to the tanks that followed as well, although those move towards rear turreted rather than the front turreted. But yeah, overall armor not great, but you still will bounce some rounds for this 120, especially because of the slope of the armor. Go ahead and get over the comparison. So we have a few other uh, you know, non-turreted tank destroyers to compare it to. We got the Chinese WZ-131, Russian Su-100, and Swedish IK-V. Let's go ahead and get down to the DPM. So that's the one thing where this thing outshines all the others, is the DPM being almost a full 1,000 more than the IK-V. But penetration is where this thing kind of falls flat. 145, you will be able to compete with the tier 6s and some of the tier 7s, but those tier 8s, you're going to have to load gold rounds. The 145 is just not enough. Also, low damage for alpha at 220, lower than everybody else here, but that reload time is kind of what makes up for it. You can typically track people very well with this tank. That's what I ended up doing with it, at least, and let your allies finish them off so you get assistance damage, but you can still do quite a bit of damage. 88 pin, so that means you can do, or 88 caliber gun, so that means you can go through anything. I believe it's just under 30, it's like 29.5 or something like that you can go through. And shell velocity, also pretty low compared to everyone else here at 773. You have a good complement of ammo though, so you should be able to take a little bit of everything, but you definitely want quite a bit of gold here. Let's go ahead and switch over to the gold rounds, which it has APCR with 194, which will allow you to compete with definitely tier 7s. Those tier 8s you still may have problems with, especially at longer ranges. But yeah, definitely much better than the standard ammo. But then once again, shell velocity kind of low at 966. Yeah, look at this. IKV already has 960 with its standard ammo. Alright, aim time, also really good for this tank. Dispersion, it's okay. It's not great. Not as good as the Nashorn, the other German tank destroyer at this tier. But you can make it work. You definitely want to try to get that down a little bit. And depression, non-turreted, so not great, not bad. Just kind of just meh, honestly. Speed, one of the slower ones here. Same thing with the Nashorn. That 40 doesn't allow you to rotate nearly as quickly as some of the other ones do. Tank traverse is kind of right in the middle though, so you can turn fairly well to get those shots, but you're still going to have a problem with those faster lights and mediums that can turn or can rotate around you faster or circle you faster than you turn. So definitely want to stay towards the back of the map with this thing. All armor, like I said, pretty good. You can bounce a few rounds from the front, but most of the time they're still going to go through you, especially tier 8s, which you are definitely going to see. Then we finally get down to camo. So this is the one thing that this does pretty well. It's actually better than everyone else here at 23.77, but we can definitely get that up even more. So what would we want to do for, let's say, skills? We're going to do camouflage, closed arms. You're really going to want concealment probably. Smooth ride helps, and then off-road driving helps with the terrain differences. I can never remember if snapshot actually works, so let's go ahead and take a look real quick. So that would be dispersion during moving, so or turret traverse. So it's 0.8 and 0.2. Let's see if that actually helps, because I always forget to check before I record. 0.7 and yeah, so it does help during turret traverse, which is literally the gun moving left and right. So not quite as useful for that skill. But then as far as equipment goes, you've got a few options. You can actually run vents on this as opposed to the Nashorn. Of course, we're always going to want a gun rammer. And then it kind of comes down to personal preference. This allows you, the improved rotation allows you to turn your entire tank faster. So that can definitely help with the hull traverse speed. You don't really need enhanced gun lane drop. You could technically go for improved aiming here. Or you can go for camo to get more concealment. So it's kind of up to you on which one you want. I think I went with concealment. Actually, I may have even forgotten. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I went with rammer. I think I went with improved aiming and that. That gets our dispersion down to 0.3, which is really good, honestly, at this tier. And then, let's see, our camo was boosted up to 64, which is actually overkill, because if you're double bush, you get a maximum of plus 50 and your max is 80, so we could probably not even bother with the camo net. We can actually go with something more like either low nose exhaust that helps you with rotating, or we could go with that gun rammer. Let's see what that gets us down to, 0.44. So you can almost get off 3 shells to the SU-100s, 1 shell. Alright, let's go ahead and get over to the actual gameplay. So we have SWAT 0013 in their Jagdpanzer 4, and we are on highway. Away we go. I do know this is an Ace Tanker game, but I have not watched it, so yeah, you get to watch this live. One thing to note on the Jagdpanzer 4, it does have space armor over the tracks, which helps a little bit when getting shot from the side, but it doesn't come up as far as some of the other ones. Oh, they're actually running food, so this is probably one of their favorite tanks then. Interesting location that they're going to try starting at. They're actually moving with the heavies. Now, I have moved into this position, but I normally do it with a medium, not a non-turreted tank destroyer. I'm trying to get the people that are up towards the bridge, or if something is spotted across the field. Trying to get probably an angle to shoot, yeah. So typically, there are a few tanks that sit up at E9, you know, D9, E9, F9. And then, of course, you can probably see a couple of the bushes where the TDs sit. There's his first spot. Wow, that's an interesting spot for that one heavy. It's right out in the open. Already... he didn't get the kill, but yeah, already quite a bit of damage there. That was definitely a misplay by that T1. Try to see if he can catch anything else moving across, because he probably got here faster than the heavies would, because when the heavies come down that rail line, you can sometimes see them. They move into the buildings. I'll watch and wait for it to develop a little bit. There's the object 244. Shot. They're going to rotate back and out, it looks like. He didn't want to get spotted. Back to more of a standard TD location. Shoot across at the heavies as they push. Yeah, looks like his buddies in the city, yeah, they're all dead. He's gonna get at least one shot here at the, oh, nope, an unspotted. Fall back even more. Hopefully remain unspotted. That M4 might try to get a few shots. I suspect he's gonna try to move to this bush here. Try to get shots. Nope, he was just waiting to get just out of render range. That's gonna be the downside of this tank. You do have to run gold, and then you can't always pin everything. Yep. There you go. Pretty decent accuracy. You get the kill. Oh, armor not pinned again. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't really care for this tank when I played it. Was oh, he's spotted. Better move before he starts getting hit. See, when he backed up there, he kind of angled himself towards the arty, because the arty is one thing you gotta watch for. Oh, he must still be spotted. The problem is they don't really have a good spotter on this side. Oh, there's something that's lit. Trying to rotate into a spot, you might have some bushes. Oh. Yeah, now he's gonna be into the bushes. Nice kill there. Finally up to 2 kills, 1,000 damage. We got spotted when he fired there. Yep, that's what you gotta watch for, is those pesky artillery. 67 hit him. Trying to use these silos here as cover. Yeah, you gotta know where the hard cover is to not get hit. Don't know why he just fired through that instead of running it over, but okay. Alright, so the SU is spotted. Looks like the T-67 is going to do some spotting. Hopefully he backs up, and boom, dead. 3 kills, nicely done. If you can get to the side of people, you can definitely make use of the was it 194 pin on the gold rounds? Oh, M10 moving up the middle. And he spotted again. If it was me, I would already be dead after getting spotted the first time. There's the Hummel spotted. Checking back to see where the enemy's at. That's not a great spot for you, Hummel. You might want to move. I'll fall back to the standard defense location. Looks like all their allies that were trying to take the enemy base have all died. Now it's on to defense. Knocking down all the trees so they don't do it while enemy is approaching. Watching for that one line. Trying to make sure he is well concealed here with all these trees down. It's a gold round. And now we wait. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit, see if we can get some action. Again, up here it finally comes. Alright. 4S. Like gun depression. Hey, look at this. He's shooting all these guys, not getting spotted. Because of the good bush. Oh, finally spotted. He killed that guy. Well, that was because he got proxied. Nice quick kill there. Can he get this guy? Reload. One. Yeah, while trying to brawl, I normally don't try to auto aim, but trying to brawl, it's very difficult to keep on target with a non-turreted tank. Now he's got to move to try to stay unspotted. Oh, here comes artillery. Oh, big ol' hit. 6 kills though, 2,400 damage. Very nice. But now it's 1-on-3, but 2 of them are artillery, so you know that's not quite that big of a deal. Then fast forward again. Forward. Oh, something spotted him. That was a T-67. So T-67 finally did charge him. That's the one problem with these ED games. You tend to end up missing a little bit of action because when it gets down to like a 1v3 kind of deal, oh, that guy crashed. Oh, he knows where the Hummel is. See if he can chase him down. Go ahead and fast forward again. Yeah, the gameplay where it gets down to a TD versus a bunch of people, it's rather difficult to watch it every bit of it. Oh, spotted. Oh, but it looks like he got the kills. Let's see if we can. I can't rewind. Oh, rewound. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's see if he. Oh, there he is. And boom. Oh, didn't kill him. One more round. And dead. Nicely done, sir. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get to the end game stats real quick. Right. So Ace Tanker, Power Effect, Bruiser, Duelist, Bradley Walters for killing 8 or 9 enemies, High Caliber for 20% of the HP of the enemy vehicles, and a Top Gun for getting 8 kills, 3,300 damage, and a little bit of spotting here. But yeah, and he even bounced a couple shots. But yeah, this isn't a tier 6. I do good to do that kind of damage into tier 8. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. This is Meriden Gaming, and I will see you on the battlefield.